Hey guys, welcome back. This video today is probably not going to be that long because it's not really like a big story, but I have this one that I'm going to do, and then I'm going to do a second video afterwards on a different case. I wanted to touch on this because it's been ongoing. I think it's been like, let's see, from since the 27th this happened, and this is a United Kingdom case. This is not an American case. It's just so freaking weird, you guys. I wanted to like make a video. I wanted to get some awareness out. I know I have a couple of people that watch my videos over in the UK. Hi Stephen, Scotland, love ya. And then I have another girlfriend that's in Ireland, and then I have some people that I know from Facebook who are actually in the UK, England. Okay, so there's this lady by the name of Nicola Bulley, and she is a 44-year-old woman. She's got two daughters. I think they're 6 and 9 years old. And she has this adorable little Springer Spaniel with, guess what name? Willow. Willow's my kitty, in case any of you guys are new to this channel here. I talk about her quite often, and every once in a while you see the tip of her tail because she'll walk right past my camera while I'm trying to record. Okay, that's off topic, but I love my kitty cat, okay? And, Nicola, this lady I'm talking about, she really loved her doggy. Now, once, like, about 2 years ago, I got into the true crime videos on YouTube. I quickly got sucked in, but there's, like, maybe 5 or 6 true crime YouTubers who I absolutely adore. One of them being Michelle After Dark. She's one of the biggest inspirations to me. I absolutely love her channel. I literally watch her every single morning. Like, I wake up, and they're 5 hours ahead over there in the UK, so every morning when I wake up, she has a fresh video out from that morning. So usually the first thing I do when I wake up is watch one of Michelle's videos. She, um, her videos are only like 15-20 minutes for the most part. I love that about her. All my videos are so long because I'm just blah 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 blah. I just talk and talk and talk. Michelle is like so good at this. She's right to the point. She gets you all the information you need, and she does like a little bit at a time instead of these big long videos like me. I might get better at that as time goes on, but this is just like my personal shout out to Michelle. You are amazing. I love you so much. Your little puppies are the best. She walks her doggies every morning and she talks about true crime. And I am like obsessed with she lives in the UK. She's 25 minutes away from where this case happened. So this was like really close to home for her, like literally. So she actually has gone out to where it happened and taken some awesome video. You guys check out Michelle After Dark and Michelle Walks. She has 2 channels and she does an amazing job. And like way better than, I mean, she's physically there. So if you want to know more about this case in particular, check her out. She's got all the videos on her channels and she's amazing. So anyway, let's get to the story here. Now, Nicola Bulley she's born in Essex, and she moved to Lancashire in the 90s. She's a mother of 2 daughters, like I had said. She has a 44-year-old partner. I'm sorry, she's 45. Her partner, I don't think they're married, is 44, and they have the Springer Spaniel named Willow. She's a mortgage advisor. So, on January 27th, just a couple of days, 10 days ago, I think it is, she drove from her home. She lives in Inskip, Inskip, in the village of St. Michael's on Wyre. That Wyre is a river. And so anyway, that morning she had gone to drop her kids off at school, and then afterwards she walked along the river with Willow. Now, it seems like this is like a routine for her. She does this all the time, walks on the same kind of path, like every day, whatever. At least that's what I'm getting out of the story. That this is very, like, commonplace for her. Like, she does this all the time. So, at 8:53, she sent an email to her job. At 8:57, she sent a text message to a friend to arrange a play date for that week. And then she joined a Microsoft Teams call at 9:01. That's similar to Zoom. My last employer, we toyed with the idea of using it, but we just decided that, it was more hassle than it was worth for the kind of job it was. So anyway, I digress. I do that. I tend to blah that off topic. This is why my videos are long. Anyway, so like I was saying, she joined the Microsoft Teams call at 9:01. She was last seen about 10 minutes later, 9:10, on the upper field area. Upper field of this River Wyre walk area. They had those, like, fences to keep dogs in, and, like, benches along, like, kind of like pathways and whatnot. I apologize, I'm, like, super thirsty, just don't mind me. I don't know what it is today, I just can't seem to get enough water. Anyway, so that 9:10, and she's on the upper field walking Willow, but she let her off the leash so she could run. Now, just from Michelle's videos, these dogs love the water and they love to run. Like I said, I watch Michelle walk her dogs every morning, and she walks them in these beautiful fields that are behind where she lives. And she has a bigger dog named Tilly and a little dog named Cassie, which is the Springer Spaniel. And in every one of Michelle's videos, it can be freezing cold, and this dog is right in the creek. Like, it's just crazy how much this dog loves the water, right? And that is relevant, I promise you. The other one, Tilly, is bigger, and she's a nuisance when she sees another dog. So, like, pretty much Michelle always has to have them on leashes. Once in a while, she'll let them run free. But anyway, that's off topic. Let me get back to it. So, I just wanted to mention the thing about that kind of dog and their love of water, because there is more along those lines in a few minutes here. So, speaking of Willow, my kitty just walked in the room. She's eating, so she may pop up here. You might see the tail. Alright. So, like I said, she's on Microsoft Teams beginning at 9:01. She's last seen at 9:10, and then at 9:20, another dog walker was passing by and found Willow without the leash, just kind of like standing. There was a bench there, and on the bench, this other person walking their dogs, found Nicola's cell phone sitting there. Now, I'm gonna call her Nikki from now on, because her family called her Nikki. Hey, Willow, where'd you go? Anyway, so, like I said, 9:20, somebody else found the phone, and sitting next to the phone was Willow's leash and harness. And Willow herself was completely, like, out of sorts. You could tell there was something bothering the dog. She was, like, you can tell when a dog is agitated, you know what I mean? And, like, another important tip, the dog was completely dry. So, as much as they love the water, this dog had not been in the water at that point, okay? So, at, 9:20 is kind of around when they believe the phone was left there, because at 9:30 the call ended, and then at 9:33 the other lady found, or the other dog walker found that stuff. I apologize, I was wrong at first when I said it was 9:20. That's incorrect. 9:20 they think the phone was on the bench, and then at 9:33, it was found. So we're talking like a very small window of time, okay? So the dog was alone near the bench and had not been in the water. She was dry. The harness and leash was on the ground near the river, and the phone was sitting on the bench, and it was actually still connected to that Microsoft Teams call. She was just kind of listening in, like she was muted, and the video was off. She was just like listening, so they could not hear or see her. They like she could, you know what I mean? Like on Zoom, you can choose to shut your camera off, and you can mute and unmute yourself. So somewhere in that like 13-minute window, Nikki disappeared. Poof, like off the face of the earth. It is so weird, you guys, because like there was no obvious like sign like along the side of the river that like there was no like footprints, or it didn't look like somebody fell in the water right there. But there was kind of like a drop off. Like the land is up here, and there's like this drop, and then the water. So that's like the dog was smart enough to know not to jump in there. And Michelle brought her dog, same kind, Springer Spaniel, to that spot, and even her dog Cassie would not jump in. And like I'm telling you, every morning I see that dog jumping in water and playing and everything in the creek behind Michelle's house. But that river, the dog like looked and said, hell no. You know what I mean? Like there was this drop off. So like the investigation was initially focused on like there was this lady in a red coat that was like spotted on camera walking in the area. But then later on, they figured out who that lady was. She's a 68-year-old woman, and she didn't see Nikki at all. She doesn't remember seeing her or the dog. So she's being treated as a witness. So searches of the river and the riverbank from St. Michael's on Wyre all the way out to the ocean has not brought back anything of interest. They're not finding anything. So then on the 3rd, Lancashire police stated that they believed the disappearance was not suspicious, not criminal, and didn't involve anybody else. There's nobody else seen anywhere on the camera footage in that area. Like, there's not like a camera specifically on the bench, but there are cameras in that immediate area. And like, they picked up Nikki, and then they just didn't pick up Nikki. It is so freaking weird, you guys. I have no idea what happened to this lady, and I'm not alone. Like, this is like so freaking crazy. It's so bizarre. It's like she was abducted by aliens, or just basically glitched into another dimension. No, it's nuts. So like I said, the cops went ahead and said that it's not suspicious, doesn't involve anybody else. They think that she just fell into the water. What? You know what? No, Nikki's family doesn't believe that at all, because number one, she's a good swimmer. Number two, I can't say for sure whether the dog would have jumped in after her. Like, honestly, I go back and forth. Michelle happens to think no. Like, because even her dog, Cassie, knew better than to jump off of that little cliffy thing. It's probably like 10 or 15 feet, but it's like a steep drop. And like, it's a tidal river, so it goes up and down depending on the time of day and the tides. You know what I mean? So the levels will go up and down, and that like 10, 14 feet can be shortened. You know what I mean? But at 9 o'clock in the morning, it's like low tide, and there is this drop off. I'm going to show you, of course, there's going to be pictures up in this corner here as I'm editing later. I'm going to show you guys, but like, just trying to describe it, it's really strange. Like, Michelle thinks she fell in the water, and the police think she fell in the water, and I'm leaning that way myself. I mean, I have some friends on Facebook that are like starting to look at the like the boyfriend, or I don't know what you partner, I guess. And like thinking that maybe something's up there, but like the behavioral panel, those guys that do the body language reading on YouTube, they think that the guy is honest. He's really just as confused as everybody else is. And he's like extra upset because he's got Nikki's 2 little girls and they don't know where she is. She just vanished, like into thin air. You guys, it is so freaking weird. I don't, wow, you know? So the superintendent of Lancashire Police reiterated that the force's working hypothesis is they're as sure as they can be that she didn't leave the area. She wasn't abducted. There's no third party. They've searched all of the buildings around. They've searched in and out of the water. They got this dive team. They're SBI. So I don't know. I can't remember the 3 letters, but like they're sort of like Adventures with Purpose. Like they've got the really expensive sonar equipment, and they are in the process of searching that river today, and they already were searching there yesterday, and they haven't found anything. It's so weird, you guys. Like I wanted to get on here and just make this video real quick because like I haven't been this confused by like a disappearance probably ever in my life. Like it is so weird. So, yeah, the searches involve police divers, helicopters, sniffer dogs, drones, the Coast Guard, mountain rescue, fire crews, members of the public. Police have requested the community look out for, her clothing. She had, like, a black, puffy coat and, black Engelbert Strauss, it says, coat. Ankle-length green Wellington boots, and she had been wearing her Fitbit. Police have analyzed its content, and this is the guy that's, the sonar guy, his name's Peter Falding, and him and his team, they've just started to do this search, and he said that in 20 years of doing this is the weirdest thing he's ever seen. You guys, where did this lady go? I don't even have any other, like, theory. This is just freaking weird, and I really, really hope that they find her, dead or alive, just to give her little girls and her partner closure. I mean, and her family. Like, she's got, like, her sisters, and, like, everybody is just so concerned. It's so strange. But anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. And, once again, PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, I'm still not monetized and don't know when I will be. And I know I say that at the end of every video, but just for now, I'm not going to do that forever. Hopefully, someday I'll have enough subscribers and whatnot that I can maybe get sponsorship and do little commercials and all that good stuff. But anyway, I'm still new at this. And so, yeah, let me know in the comments. Have you guys been following this case? What do you think? Does anybody have any ideas? Like, where did she go? I'm so concerned, and I really, really would love to figure this out. I mean, I hope they find her, and I hope they find her soon. That's about it for this one. I'm going to get back to my little notes here because I have another one coming up in a few minutes. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!